Welcome to today's SeafoodNews.com video, sponsored by the Alaska Seafood Marketing Institute. Now continuing with our Boston show coverage, Seafood.com news writer Michael Ramsing had an opportunity to speak with the executive director of the Louisiana Seafood Marketing and Promotional Boards, Ewell Smith, about their work on seafood marketing.
Louisiana, you've been really promoting seafood heavily for probably about the last year now. So has the show really just been a continuation of that effort?
The show is an expansion of the effort for us because it brings everything together. It's a connection for all the efforts that we're doing because it brings everything together with all the buyers. And you know, we see a lot of the buyers we know we built relationships with over the years, and we continue those relationships. We build on those relationships, and they believe in it. We introduce to new people as well. So it all works.
Can you talk to me about what some of the strategies that you've used in the past few months, and then even what you're doing here today at the show?
One of the things that's kind of cool that we do is we have 10 18-wheelers that have been branded with our logo and our signage and our images, and that has been a great tool for us. Just to we can't afford to buy a billboard in New York, but when our 18-wheelers roll around New York all day long, making deliveries of seafood to the people who buy our seafood. That's just one tactic, and we have 10 of those that go around the United States, so we're able to track to see where our seafood goes. We're a small mom and pop industry. It's hard to get that information. Now we know where it all goes when the big distributors are taking the product across the United States. So that's been a helpful tool. And again, going back to the trade publications and working with our chefs too. We do a lot with chefs. We have our chefs here doing the demos. And we also have built relationships with chefs from across the United States who've helped us in many different ways besides just promotional efforts. In times of crisis, chefs community reaches out and wants to help us as well. So all those pieces together work.
So Ewell, tell me, you said that you were doing a little bit of a memorial for a fallen comrade, if you will.
Yeah, we're doing a tribute to Mike Voisin, who was a leader for our industry. He was in our industry for 40 years. He was not just a leader, he was the leader in our state. I'd say one of the top 2 or 3 leaders in the nation, and without question, probably one of the top leaders in the world as well. This board, the reason why we're even here right now started with his vision going back 3 decades. He was in the oyster business. He understood if the shrimp industry was strong, the oyster industry was strong. If the crab industry was strong, the oyster industry was strong. So it wasn't just about the oysters. So he wrote he had the legislation written to create the Louisiana Seafood Board, and here we are 3 decades later at the Boston Seafood Show.
Going beyond the show, what is the board's plans for the rest of 2013?
Well, we also are at the National Restaurant Association Show, which is another trade show. We are also at the Aspen Food and Wine Classic, which is the top 100 chefs in the country are usually there, so we build those relationships. And we do a lot of PR events. And of course, we have the Louisiana Seafood Cook-Off, which then culminates, whoever wins that for Louisiana will then go on to the Great American Seafood Cook-Off, which we happen to produce that as well. And that goes on national TV for PBS.
That's fantastic. Ewell, I really appreciate you taking some time with me today, and have a great rest of your show.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Today's SeafoodNews.com video was brought to you by the Alaska Seafood Marketing Institute. Alaska has been protecting wild and sustainable seafood for generations and adheres to the most recognized and internationally accepted set of guidelines written by the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization. For recipes and additional information, visit wildalaskaflavor.com.